Hey up, it's Steve from the Old Yorkshire Geek, and welcome to Watch Party Wednesdays, episode 3, where this week we're going to be watching the final countdown, not the Europe song. It's the final countdown. That one, not that one. Although some people think that that song's named after this film, which I don't think it is, because it's got nothing to do with time travel, which is what this film's all about. And Josh Temple's here. Yay! Never fear. Maddie's here. Harpoon at the ready to get some Japanese zeros. What am I on about? Anyway, Princess is here again, keeping me company. So we're going to be doing the final count. So I've swapped my screens around, so I'm looking at all the wrong places. The final countdown from 1980, starring Kirk Douglas. It was made by his production company, the Briner Company, which apparently is named after his mother. And it stars Kirk Douglas, Martin Sheen, James Farentino, Catherine Ross. Did I say Martin Sheen? Yes, I did. Whatever. Charles Durning, and lots of other people, and lots of the crew of the USS Nimitz, because it was filmed on the USS Nimitz. Sailing out of Pearl Harbor, which apparently it didn't do until 1987 or something like that. But anyway, never mind. The film was supposed to be set in the Pacific. It was actually filmed in the Atlantic, but never mind. Oceans are oceans, aren't they? Directed by Don Taylor, who had also done another time travel film, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, which is cool. And music by John Scott. Oh, we'd just seen on I've forgotten the Monday, Magnificent Mondays. What was it now? Shoot to Kill, Deadly Pursuit. He did the music for that as well, coincidentally. At a budget of $12.5 million, box office of 16. I don't know if it did well. I don't know. Mixed reviews from critics. I've always liked this film. And by the way, the visual effects were done by Maurice Binder, who was most famous for doing the James Bond intro sequences, credit sequences. And you can tell. Lots of lasers and dry ice and stuff. It's almost when they're travelling through time, it's like watching a Bond intro. But anywho, right. So we're going to watch it. Witnesses, the visual effects were real. Well, essentially, no CG, if that's what you mean. What we're going to say? Oh, we're not going to watch the film. Well, we are going to watch the film. I've got that used to saying we're not going to watch the film, we're going to watch a series of stills. But no, we are watching the film, but I'm going to have to obscure the screen. It is freely available to watch on YouTube. I've got a link in the description. I've put a link in the chat as well. But I'll be playing my, legally obtained copy with subtitles. There's no subtitles on the YouTube video, unfortunately. But you can watch along on YouTube. I hope they're going at the same rate. Anyway, you'll have to just keep up. So we'll do that. So I'm going to have to change my screen slightly. And put myself down in the corner. If I can remember which blooming one it is. Is it that one? Yes, it's that one. And add that. There we go. Right. So I can add me other stuff. And we can just start the film. I'll do a countdown. Not a final countdown. Well, it will be, because I won't do another for this for this stream. So it will be a final countdown. So I'll give you a minute to get ready. Queue up the YouTube video, and then once the film's going, you can faff about and catch up, guy, and get them in sync. So we'll just get on with it. I don't know how long this film goes on for, by the way. Just bear with me. Does it say on there? Hang on, shush. Hour and 42. Right, fair enough. I'm just going to have to no, never mind. Right, so off we jolly well go. I'll do a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit play now, he says. I hope you can't hear it. Did I share it? Oh, well, no, I haven't done. There we go. Never mind that. Never mind that, what you're seeing there on screen. Go away. I usually check the subtitle file. That's twice that's happened, isn't it? I think it happened last time as well. Is it coming on? It's playing. I can see it playing. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Oh, yes, because we've got background noises. Yeah, we've got background noises. There we go. By the way, I'm going to be talking all the way through this. By the way, anyway, so tough, and I'll have to keep an eye and make sure we don't get a copyright claim. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. By the way, my copyright claim, I got several copyright claims. I think it was 3, maybe more. I don't know. For me members only stream a couple of weeks ago when we were listening to some James Bond music, and I got loads of copyright claims for the Bond music that you could barely hear. I had it really low and you could barely hear it. Got copyright claims, but I put disputes in, and they were all resolved. It worked, so that was cool. Anyway, off we go. The film. Kirk Douglas. His son Peter Douglas is the producer of the film, and I think he appears in it as well. He plays the captain of the Nimitz. Here's the mysterious Mr. Tideman, who apparently designed the Nimitz. I don't know who designed the Nimitz in real life, but I'm sure it wasn't Mr. Tideman. But anyway, Kirk Douglas, obviously, Spartacus and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and all them films. Martin Sheen, Apocalypse Now, etc. Spawn, amongst others. Babylon 5 is done, hasn't it? James Farentino, who the only thing I can think of that he were in off the top of my head was the Blue Thunder TV series. Remember that? That didn't last long, did it? He played the Roy Scheider role. Catherine Ross, was she in Stepford Wives? I think she might have been. There's Martin Sheen. I wonder how much the Navy charged the Briner Company for the use of their equipment, or do you think it were all donated freely at the taxpayers' expense? You know what, I'm going to have to get rid of... I can't, can I? Because it's all built in. I can't get rid of that writing there. Never mind. Have I got another one? Hang on. Where have I put it? Might have to use the Christmas one. Sorry. I'm going to have to use the... I know it's not Christmas. I'm going to have to make another one of these overlays without all that subscribes. You can't see the subtitle, can you? So we'll swap to that one. There we go. Apologies. I know it's not Christmas. I'll have to redo it. Change the other one. Right, we're off. The Briner Company's production. We're heading to the Nimitz. The final countdown. This is 2 films on a row in a row from 1980. Can we find another one for next week from 1980 that's on YouTube? There's the Arizona Memorial. There's not many places in the world I'd like to go, but British Columbia is one of them, and Hawaii is another one. When I was a kid, I don't know if it is now, but when I used to go on holiday, there were special visual effects. Maurice Binder. I forgot to say now. Oh, when I was a kid, when I used to go to the seaside, the Yorkshire seaside, a place like Scarborough and Bridlington and all that, there always used to be Russian trawlers just visible, just beyond, just on the right side of the horizon, where we could see them. Obviously spying on us for some reason. Is it still going okay? We haven't got a copyright warning yet. Nope, still says stream is healthy. Cool. There's the Nimitz. But as I said, filmed in the Atlantic off the Florida Keys, apparently. Don't ask me what the planes are, because I have no idea. I'm sure it says in the IMDb trivia what the planes are and the helicopters. And is that a Sea King? I don't bloody know. Don't ask me what the fighters are. Are they F-14s or F-15s? I get mixed up. Let's have a look, see if it says. Oh no, I've got rid of it. I haven't got the IMDb trivia up. Never mind. Yeah, Florida Keys, and that's about it, really. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Well, we're supposed to be live. Oh, there we are. We are live on YouTube and Rumble and Twitch. Don't know why I keep doing Twitch. But yes, we're okay. Aye, aye, skipper. Is it Maverick? Is he going to buzz the tower? Or is it Tuck Pendleton from Inner Space? Because he landed his crippled, what is it, his F-14 with a crippled nose gear on a rolling flat top and zero visibility, didn't he? Apparently, the cameraman and I think sound guy, or maybe the cameraman's assistant, were blown about filming the jets taking off and landing and stuff. I've got my notes in a text file, and I dare bring it up because it might be on the screen because I've swapped my screens over. Never mind. There's James Farentino. I don't think it ever explains how they travel in time in this. I don't think it's just a mystery. I wonder if in the original scripts, I'm probably wrong, but I wonder if it was supposed to be the Bermuda Triangle. You reckon? Because it said it was filmed off the Florida Keys in the Atlantic, which is essentially the Bermuda Triangle, isn't it? And that by the spoilers, transports them back in time to 1941 and Pearl Harbor, so it transports them to another, ocean or whatever. But that'd have been fine, and it'd have explained why the thing happened because they were in the Bermuda Triangle. But no, they were in Pearl Harbor all along. I suppose the setup, that's where they were, wasn't it, Pearl Harbor? With Grace, did this movie come before or after the Philadelphia experiment theory? I'm not sure. Before, I think, but I could be wrong. I know the film came after this, but there was a book, wasn't there? Charles Berlitz or something. I will look it up. It says the story originated in 1955. But it doesn't say when it first made public. It says somebody got some letters from a chap that claimed to be one of the survivors of the Eldritch. All right. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. It's been around. It's been around for a couple of decades before this film came out. Oh, 1979, when Charles Berlitz wrote his best-selling book on it. So there we go. So yeah, the story was around before, but then it came to public. Its biggest public thing about Charles Berlitz's book in 1979. So the year before this. Oh dear. By the way, I forgot to say, don't forget to like and subscribe, didn't I? Share the videos, drop a comment and all that stuff. I forgot to say that. Never mind. Never mind. Got a Native American officer doing the weather forecast called Black Cloud. As Mr. Spock might say. I don't like this Christmas theme thing. I won't have to put it back to them. We'll just have to manage. There we go. Plus we can see a bit more at screen. You're just have to cope. try. Just bear with me. Never seen anything like it in my life. Playing Jaws theme for. Dun, 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 dun. Have to go emergency landing plan B. B as in barricade. Is it this film where they have a scene of them walking the deck, looking for debris and stuff? We'll see, won't we? It's full of stars. There you go. James Bond. Albert R. Broccoli presents. Time travel's painful, apparently. Ooh, buzz. So be it, Jedi. Bzz. And we're back. Professionals. Yellow alert. you up to you? Eh? What you up to you? Princess, she keeps falling off the back of my chair. Are you being a silly sausage? You are, aren't you? You are. I'll get you. Get you. So he's travelled through time as well as the plane. Was he the last plane then to land? I'm guessing he must be. If there's any others out there that didn't travel through time, they've just seen their base disappear. So, well, this did they use this as a training exercise on the ship, or well, they're going to do it anyway? This training exercise with the barricade and stuff, and they thought, "Oh, we'll add this to the script." Or were it in the script and they says, "Oh yeah, we can do this. It'd be part of a training exercise for the crew." I don't know. What's up with him? Did it show him? I want looking. To know the code, sir, but it checks out. Boobies. Cheeky chops. Oh, rhubarb, rhubarb. You reckon that were the actual crew? By the way, the year before this film came out, there was a Japanese film called GI Samurai that came out that were about a group of um, modern day Japanese soldiers that travel back in time to feudal Japan. So, kind of similar thing, isn't it? I think it was released in the UK as Time Slip originally, but it later released under its original title, GI Samurai. I've got it on DVD. It's a pretty good film. Day, 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 day. That lassie, the collie. Catherine Ross in the Stepford Wives. I'm sure she was. Let me check. Yes, she was in the Stepford Wives. Yes. What have I seen Charles Durning in? I know his name, but I'm blanking on what I've seen him in. Let's look him up now. Tell you. Hey, me and my stupid memory. Hey, There's been loads of stuff. I'm trying to find something that I know for the fact that I've seen. Do you know what? Yeah, there's some stuff I've seen, but nothing that I thought he'd been in like massive films. Nothing that's jumping out at me. Hey, what is it, Lassie? Wow! Rocket planes! Remember, they've never seen such aircraft. It's like what's that's in a UFO for them, innit? What they call them flying saucers back then. But no, that term hadn't even been invented, had it, till 1947? I see a foo, but it's peaceful. Yes, or Foo Fighters back then, weren't they? Well, saying that though, even is it even before that? Because that was like in the war, wasn't it? But we haven't really got into the meat of World War Two yet, have we? Over in Europe, we're fighting for our lives, but you haven't got involved. Princess, what are you doing? Yes, you're falling off again, aren't you? Are you being a silly? Are you being a big silly? Eh? Are you being a silly sausage, you? Eh? I'll get you. Hey, weird. Hey, weird. Oh, look, they got Simon. Were they out in 1980, Simon? They must have been, because they'd go. Captain's off the bridge. You can say what you like. Internet says it was created in the early 30s. Oh, Foo Fighters. Well, that, fair enough. There you go. Maybe Foo Fighters came out, during the war. Before that, they just called them Foos. because they'll be oddly identical to that photo somehow. Yeah, exactly like that. Even down to the ripples on the water. Thought that was Brad Dourif for a minute. That little, not him, the other one. They've travelled back in time, less time than from when this film came out to now. Just thought I'd point that out. Apparently, them two Japanese bogies aren't Japanese, and I forgot what they are. I think it's in my notes. I'm going to have to risk opening this, so you might see it pop up on screen. Oh no, it's come over here, thank goodness. Where is it? Oh no, it isn't in my notes. Oh, poo, I thought I put it in my notes. The Japanese A6M2 Zeros are actually specially modified AT6 Texans mocked up to look like Zeros because they look similar apart from the wings. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, mummy. Got 2 marks coming in at 210. falling off again. What you doing, you? What's up with you? You've been naughty, aren't you? You've been naughty. You are. Naughty and adorable. Yeah. You cheeky monkey. Uh-oh. Gonna say splash the bogies. I think it's the only line I remember from this film. Splash the bogies. Or did it splash the zeros? Whatever. Wow. Explosion. Gonna give those zeros the fright of their life, aren't they? What a good shot, wasn't it? I don't know how big the bullets are or the shells that the aircraft, fighters use, but wouldn't they explode a human? I don't know. The dog's fine. Everybody thinking, what's happened to the dog? I'd totally forgotten. Ow. Got something in my eye. Ah. My finger. Hey, fun and games. Come on, Kirk, tell him, splash the zeros, or whatever he says. I think he's waiting to get confirmation into that they are actually in 1941. I don't know. Would would a prop plane run rings around? It's like um, I forgot the name of it now. The Janolin, the USS Janolin, and the Enterprise D in it. It'll run rings around the Enterprise D at impulse speeds. So is that a similar thing for this? I don't know, because I don't know anything about aeroplanes. Playtime's over, lads. You're going downtown. Did I miss something then? Did he actually shoot him? Or did he just break down? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, got him, didn't he? Sweet Black Control, Fox 2. I don't know, that was Independence Day. When were helicopters developed? I know they were around World War Two-ish, weren't they? I don't know, I'm not sure. Because there's that thing in there with, is it Where Eagles Dare, where you see a helicopter in it? People were saying there were no helicopters at that time. I'm going to check now. Helicopter history. One, Wikipedia. There we go. When were the first developed? The Focke-Wulf FW-61 was the first successful practical and fully controllable helicopter in 1936. In 1942, the Sikorsky R4 became the first helicopter to reach full-scale production. So there we go. So they were knocking about, but very primitive ones. Thank you, Wingrace. They're heavily used in Korea, yes. But that's in the future of this. what we're looking at here. Stop rubbing up against Catherine Ross. I know you're trying to save her life. Get it dog, innit? That's what he's doing. Yeah. I used to have a cat called Charlie. Deploy the war zeppelins. They have done on the other side of the Atlantic. Well, maybe not. In World War One, they did, didn't they? Apparently, this senator in this Samuel Chapman is fictional, but there was a real senator, Samuel Chapman, something else. I've forgotten. Oh, here we go. Samuel Chapman Massingale, what a real political figure, representative, but curiously enough, he died in January of 1941. So, but we're in December here, so he did die nearly a year earlier. That's probably just a coincidence, though, do you reckon? To be that, as I said, they've travelled back in time a less time than it is between this film coming out and now. So what? And to these people from 1941, there's like science fiction aircraft that they're seeing, isn't it? Helicopters and jet fighters and all that stuff. But what's been the progression if it had been somebody travelling from 1980 to 2026? I know we've got snazzier aircraft and stealth and vertical takeoff and landing and stuff like that, but it's not as big of a leap, is it? What film is it where I've seen them walking a deck looking for debris and somebody finds a piece? Says, "Oh look, your men missed this." It might have been Stealth. It might have been that I'm thinking of. Okay, okay. Oh, good heavens. Relax your sphincters, captain's off the bridge. he said that, and that apparently there was an alternate ending where they got back and the history had changed. Pardon me, but they decided not to go with it. Yes. I don't know. It doesn't say. I've got it in my notes. What does it say? Uh, yeah, it just says the world had been altered, but the ending was changed due to negative feedback from test audiences. So yes, I bet they were all apes. Because Don Taylor, the director, had done Escape from the Planet of the Apes. So there you go. This must be a sequel. We've dried off your dog. Yes, you are. The nosy bugger, innit? Is he going to get caught again? Yeah, he is. Yeah. Oh, let me know. You alright, eh? Cheeky monkey. You cheeky monkey. Yes, you are. Don't be falling off. You up to? That Going to Hell. I think the French title for this film was USS Nimitz Gone to Hell or something like that. I've seen it somewhere. Where is it? Where have I seen it now? Nimitz Return to Hell was its French title. Yes, can I help you? Yeah, right, sweetheart. She's putting a paw on my shoulder. Are you gorgeous? Yeah, yes, you are. Uh-oh. Oh. Two down, bloody hell. All because of that bloody dog. Should have left it at sea, shouldn't he? Here come the Marines. That dog's in league with the Japs. Can you say that these days? Go, 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 go. Prisoner shot one and he shot two. You know, keep paying attention. Maybe two. Apparently he's saying, it does say here somewhere, I've seen it, where have I seen it? Where is it? Bloody find it. Saying, I want to talk to the person in charge. Get over here now. Go over there. Use the phone. Walk this way. Talk this way. Don't say that. Use the phone to get the person in charge and don't make any sudden moves. That's what he's saying in Japanese. What do you want? Sorry, can't help it. I don't speak Japanese, sir. We know that 'cause we're spacemen from the future. Another one got us 3 down. Blood and guts and puddings. And the princess. Where are you? But turned back around again. I'm gonna hug him then. Obviously bothered about the bloody dog. That's got two. Well, it's got 3 men killed now, hasn't it? Because of the blooming dog. Should let it drown. But not if it were a cat. 'Cause we like cats, don't we? I don't know, space-time continuum or some sort of crap. I wish I could remember what I've seen him in. Charles Durning. I know it's a super famous actor, but there's something in particular that I'm thinking of and I can't bring it forward. Maybe it was a TV thing. Maybe it was TV. No. I'm afraid the Temporal Prime Directive means we can't do that, Senator. her shoulders. Blimey. What? Dance? Brendan Fraser? Pilot? I know it's not. Bye then. My name's Tom, sir. I know. Including one way the hell out of Pearl. Films that off. Pavarotti. Paganini. Oh, okay. Yeah. Of course, they don't have any pesky women getting in the way. Turn the channel. The captain's turned into Rod Serling. By the way, I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus, so is my wife. The missiles look like they're being banged about, didn't they? Oh, they're supposed to look like that. Bloody traitor dog. You alright, you? You falling off again? Are you being a silly? Eh? Yes, you are. I think something happens to the senator and I can't remember what. So obviously I've seen this before. Can't remember what happens to him. Maybe he gets back to Pearl Harbor on some sea turtles. With rope made from hair off his back. He's going to be naughty now, and get his son killed. Yeah, he is. That's what's going to happen. Look. Yeah. Good heavens. It's not yarded. silly man. Oh, look, James Farrington doing his own stunts. He thinks he's Tom bloody Cruise. Where'd that come from? Was that round his neck all the time? What sort of flare gun is it? Chuff it now. A nuclear powered flare gun. Are they in the danger zone? Yes, they are. It's like Battlestar Galactica, all the Vipers take off. A bit. They're gonna change history and stuff. I think there's footage from Tora used in this, by the way. I think it's Tora. Uh oh, it's the storm, it's coming. Ding 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 ding. I'm saying get our planes back. As I forgot about. Oh. should have ended it where they got back, but also all those Japanese planes, all these end up in 1979. Shouting, what were you shouting at? Today is a day that will live in infamy. Here we go. I hope all their planes have travelled back and forward, whatever, back to the future with them. They've gone back in time another, 38 years. Should have had that, shouldn't they? And made it a TV series and just keep going back in time in 38-year increments. Crikey, some burping. More shots of planes landing. I think they've stretched this. This film's probably been like an hour and a half long. If they'd curtailed some of the planes landing and taking off shots. I'm being miserable, I know. Apparently, that's the USS Kitty Hawk, not the Nimitz, that's coming into Pearl Harbor. Because as I said, the Nimitz was in the Atlantic, not the Pacific. I remember they left James Farentino and Catherine Ross back in 1941. forget the mysterious Mr. Tideman from the beginning of the film, the designer of the Nimitz, or something. Gonna get somebody else shot now. Hear a lady's voice now. Charlie. So he remembered every nut and bolt in the Nimitz and designed it. I think he did, didn't he? I think that's the thing, isn't it? Let me check. Yes, yes. The circle is now complete. There we go. The end. It's a good film, but is it a bit light? I don't know. It goes on for like an hour and 3/4 nearly. And it's all got these hefty themes, but it all feels a little bit lightweight. Does it? Is it just me? I don't know. But I do like it. Cool film. I don't know, we have people getting killed and stuff because of that bloody dog and all that, and dog fights and stuff, but I don't know. It's just me being a misery. Transport coordinator, Frank Cat Ballou. I wonder how we got that nickname. Apparently there was dissension among the crew during the making of this film, and the Lord got fired or something. Hang on, it says here somewhere in the production. Where is it? Dissension in the production crew led to major changes during location shooting, with a number of the crew being fired and replaced. I don't know how. Kaufman, is it? I forgot his name now. Him that did Trauma. I can't remember his bloody name now. Is it Joe? I can't remember his name now. But he was the unit production manager on this film. He actually had a small role in it as well. Was upset that unnecessary costs and unreasonable demands were hampering progress. After problems experienced on the final countdown, Kaufman set out as an independent producer, head of the Trauma Entertainment Film Studio, who gave James Gunn his first job. What's his bloody name now? I don't know. Can't remember. Whatever. But there we go. That's the end of the final countdown. Diddy-dee-dee. Diddy-dee-dee-dee. Hang on, I've got to change this again now, haven't I? But anyway, we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. Because that's the end of it. And I'm dying for a wee. I'm busted. So we'll leave it there. I'm just going to go. So, thanks, Win Grace. Hang on. Where are we? Thanks, Win Grace and Josh Temple and everybody who's watched and stuff like that. Because I've got to go. I'm busted for a wee. So we'll leave it there. Pick another film for next week. I will. And, shush. What's going on? Stop playing. Sorry about that. So thanks for watching wherever you are. Look after each other. Yes, go clear myself, says Win Grace. I'm dying busted. And until next time, where are we? Hang on, I'm trying to find my stuff now. There we go. Until next time, I'll say there. That old Yorkshire keeper stories true.